What is that elusive spark that ignites the fire within us, propelling us to run that extra mile, write that extra page, or work that extra hour? That, dear listeners, is what we call motivation. Motivation, in its simplest form, is the desire to do things. It's the difference between waking up before dawn to pound the pavement and lazing around the house all day. It's the crucial element in setting and attaining goals. But what exactly fuels this seemingly mysterious force? To understand this, we delve into the fascinating world of psychology. Motivation is not a singular, one-dimensional concept. It's a complex, multifaceted phenomenon, intricately woven into our psychological makeup. In psychology, motivation is often divided into two types: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's driven by personal satisfaction, curiosity, or the desire to improve. A musician who plays music for the pure joy of it, a writer who writes because they love crafting stories, or a scientist who researches because they are curious about the world, all are examples of intrinsic motivation. On the other hand, extrinsic motivation comes from outside influences or rewards. This could be monetary incentives, recognition, or even the threat of punishment. For instance, an employee working hard to earn a bonus or a student studying to avoid failing a class are examples of extrinsic motivation. Now, what's fascinating is that these two types of motivation often interact and influence each other. For instance, a person might start playing an instrument because they want to impress others, extrinsic motivation. But over time, they might start enjoying the act of playing itself, intrinsic motivation. However, it's important to understand that motivation is not a static state. It ebbs and flows, influenced by a variety of factors like mood, energy levels, environment, and even genetics. It's a dynamic process, constantly shifting and changing. To summarize, motivation is a complex psychological process. It's driven by both intrinsic and extrinsic factors, and it's constantly evolving. It's what pushes us to achieve our goals, to strive for better, to keep going even when the going gets tough. But remember, motivation is a personal journey. What motivates one person might not work for another. So it's crucial to understand what drives you, what makes you tick. Whether it's the love for what you do, the rewards you get, or a combination of both. Recognizing your motivational triggers can be the key to unlocking your potential. So the next time you find yourself lacking that spark, remember this: motivation isn't a magical, unattainable concept. It's a psychological process deeply rooted in who we are. And it's within your power to harness it, to fuel that fire within you, and to propel yourself towards your goals.